we're going to play a little of our own version of Jeopardy. And I've got some questions I've worked up for you right here.
Okay.
Let's bring up the board. Here you go. Go ahead and select a category.
I will start with long odds for 100.
All right, long odds. And the answer is, this is the date you are least likely to be born, with the chances standing at about 1,461 to 1.
What is February 29th?
That is correct. February 29th, of course, Leap Day, which is a week from today plus 1 day, right? Okay. So, interesting little side fact about Leap Day. The name for a Leap Day is intercalation. That is when you insert some period of time into a calendar.
That is a fact.
I did not know that.
A fact I will never use again, but good to know, yes.
That's what we specialize in here at the Curiosity Desk. Okay, choose another category.
Okay, let's do the 29th for 100.
All right, the 29th. The answer is slightly more populated than Arlington and just less so than Everett. This Bristol County city, Massachusetts' 29th largest, was once known as the jewelry capital of the world.
I'm proud to say that I have not memorized Massachusetts State and cities in order of population, but jewelry capital of the world means Attleboro.
That is absolutely correct. Attleboro, Massachusetts, the 29th largest city by population in the state of Massachusetts. Interestingly, named after a town in Norfolk, England, but that Attleboro has a UGH at the end. Our Attleboro dropped that in 1914.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So there's some more stuff you will never use again. Just kind of trying to feed you some of those. All right.
The best type of knowledge.
Yeah, exactly. You got 2 more categories left here.
And I'll take lesser-known President's Day.
All right. Lesser-known President's Day. Just celebrated President's Day. But this February-born U.S. president survived the Battle of the Fallen Timbers, the War of 1812, and a bruising 1840 presidential campaign, only to succumb to a cold and perish shortly after taking office.
So, Edgar, this doesn't seem fair. You're asking someone who's written 2 books on the presidency. So,
well,
let's go with.
So you know this one is what you're saying.
Who is William Henry Harrison?
That would be correct, William Henry Harrison. And of course, I'm sure you've heard the old wives' tale where people say like he caught his cold during his inaugural address, right? That's what people like to. That's the fact they like to throw out. I'll give you a counterfact. First of all, that probably did not happen, right? But his actual inaugural address was edited by none other than
Daniel Webster.
There it is. You even know that. You even know the extra fact.
Probably the most boring of all inaugural addresses, and that is saying something.
Is it really?
Yeah, it really is.
What makes it so boring?
Dreadful. Webster's comment upon editing it was, "I have killed the word factotum 15 times." So
gives you a sense of what we were dealing with. Yeah, fair enough. All right, you got 1 category left. You up for it?
Absolutely.
All right, so go ahead.
All sports is local for 100. Edgar.
All sports is local. Dubbed Pete Rose on skates, this Winthrop-born Boston University grad helped engineer a Lake Placid miracle on this week in 1980.
Oh, good Lord, no. I am out on hockey.
Didn't write 2 books on any hockey players, just the presidency. This would be Mike Eruzione. Mike Eruzione, captain of the U.S. team in the famed Miracle on Ice. Here's your fun fact about the Miracle on Ice. It did not air live on American television. It was tape delayed. So they sort of went to, they went to great lengths to say, we're not going to tell you what happened. But the game had been over for like 3 hours when it aired on TV. That could never happen today.
If only Twitter had been around.
Yeah. But, obviously very famous moment in history. I think tomorrow is the anniversary. I think it was the 23rd of February when it happened.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So there you go.
And also a great movie.
Yeah, very, very good movie. And a very good job by you. I can see how you won Jeopardy.
Well, thank you.
So I understand that maybe there's more Jeopardy to be played here?
Yeah.
Is that what I'm hearing?
I
heard a rumor.
Is the producers have sort of prepared something for us, Edgar, that since we both had our times on Jeopardy, they're giving us a chance to take another cut at that experience.
Yeah, so this was just foisted upon us at the last minute. But the deal here is, apparently, these are all questions that you and I got wrong in our appearance on Jeopardy.
And I think we have to have some words with them about the fact that the questions we got wrong and not the ones we got right. But okay.
Come on now. But here we go. I guess we'll have you start off and go ahead and select the category.
I will pick Gautam's Redemption for 100.
Okay,
Edgar.
Gautam's Redemption for 100. And the clue is, to know your horoscope, an astrologer needs your place and time as well as your date of birth so he can cast this.
Isn't that your sign? Like, what is I don't know that one.
That would be your astrological chart.
Oh, your chart, not your
chart.
Oh, there we go.
We're looking for chart.
Excellent. All right. And Edgar?
I tell you what, I'll go with Edgar's Redemption for 100.
Okay, and the question for you is take some pizza dough, stuff it with meat, cheese, and herbs, fold it over into a turnover, and you've got this favorite.
Okay, you're opening up some old wounds here, folks. This was very controversial. Even in the moment when this happened on Jeopardy, they stopped the game and had to go to do some research on this. At the time, I answered Stromboli. I believe the correct answer is calzone.
It is calzone.
Where I came from in Pennsylvania, a calzone is not a calzone unless it had ricotta cheese. And so that was my argument. They said a Stromboli is rolled, not folded.
Okay, and you know Jeopardy's a stickler for these things.
Yeah, there you go. So that one I remember. You want to?
I will take Gautam's Redemption for 200.
Okay, Gautam's Redemption for 200. Excellent choice. Let's bring up the answer. Puerile or immature? That's tough without knowing what the category is.
What is young? I mean,
let's say the category is called words that start with I. Puerile or immature?
What is?
Like a baby, like a little.
What is an
infant?
Infantile?
There it is. Got it.
Oh,
infantile.
okay.
There it is. Infantile. That would be correct. Infantile.
And let's go for you, Edgar.
All right, Edgar's Redemption. I guess I'll go 200.
Once the Canadian Pacific Railway reaches this Alberta city in 1883, settlers began a, quote, stampede to live there.
Huh. I'm going to probably I probably got this wrong the first time by saying, what is Edmonton?
And you did say that, and I'm afraid it is Calgary.
It is still wrong.
It's all right.
I just really want it to be Edmonton. Of course, Calgary Stampede, I get it. I see the reference.
All right.
Fool me once.
And I'll do Gautam's Redemption for 300.
All right, bringing up the category. Gautam's Redemption for 300. William Dean Howells called him soul, incomparable, the Lincoln of our literature.
Okay, I don't know how I got that one wrong, because it has to be Mark Twain.
It is Mark Twain. That is correct. I don't know how you got that wrong either. But you got it right today, which is the important thing.
Ed, for you, Edgar?
I'll tell you what, I'll finish up the category for 300.
This Allied invasion of Normandy on June 6, 1944 was codenamed Operation this.
I should probably know this, and I probably still don't know this. So this would be codename. This is obviously very famous. I don't know.
It's the man in charge, the all the way at the top.
Eisenhower?
Operation Overlord.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Operation Overlord.
And Edgar, one Jeopardy player to another?
Yeah.
Always a pleasure.
Congratulations. I think you did well, and I'm going to go read some books on World War II and Canadian history.
Time well spent. Thanks very much.